The Kia Soul, although it lacks the availability of all-wheel drive, offers the overall shape and utility of a compact SUV. We took a look at the latest version of this popular vehicle, including the completely electric-powered version. While the styling of the current model is quite similar to earlier Souls, the vehicle is pretty much all new and is substantially upgraded when compared to its predecessor. The front-drive Soul, in regular form, is powered by a choice of a 1.6-liter or 2-liter inline 4-cylinder, coupled to a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic with the smaller engine, or the automatic with the 2-liter. Our tester used the larger engine, which generates 164 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, and we found good power on tap with a fuel mileage average of just under 27 miles to the gallon. There was a fair amount of engine noise under hard acceleration, but in less demanding situations, things remained quiet. Handling in the Soul was accurate and enjoyable, making it fun to drive in just about every situation. Ride quality was a bit on the harsh side at times, but not really objectionable for a sporty compact. Our Kia Soul packed a very impressive list of equipment for a comparatively bargain price. Items like heated and ventilated leather seats, a navigation system with a large, easy-to-see display, reverse camera, electronic connectivity for personal devices, a telescoping and tilting steering wheel, HID headlights, and so on were included in our loaded top-level tester, with a sticker price of only right around $26,000. Base pricing of lower-level models starts way down around $15,000. The interior of the Soul provides plenty of room for passengers at all seating positions, as well as for cargo, a dividend of the Kia's boxy shape. We also checked out the Soul EV Plus, a completely electrically powered model that's available in selected markets around the country. This one uses an electric motor up front that generates 109 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque, and has a range of 93 miles between charges according to the EPA ratings. This Soul moves along nearly silently and has plenty of power for acceleration and cruising. The ride and handling characteristics are quite similar to the gas-powered Soul, although we felt the ride was actually a bit more supple. The overall experience of driving the electric model is also quite similar to its conventionally fueled counterparts, with the feel and response of the controls being familiar and natural. Like our gasoline model, our EV was very well equipped, making it a nice place to spend time. The issue with a fully electric vehicle is range, and the availability of charging points and the time it takes to recharge. With the Kia, a 120-volt household current will take 24 hours to charge you up, while a 240-volt connection will get you moving in 4 to 5 hours, and a 480-volt setup will fully charge you in just over a half hour. With that situation in mind, if you have a regular commute and the ability to plug the vehicle in at whatever voltage when you get there, going electric actually shouldn't be much of a problem. However, for carefree cruising, especially in rural areas, range anxiety will definitely rear its head, and the time it takes to recharge will leave you with plenty of time on your hands. The navigation system will easily guide you to public recharge stations at which your credit card will allow you to replenish your power. Depending on where you're driving, the availability of chargers will vary greatly. In our travels in the San Francisco Bay Area, chargers were relatively plentiful, but again, getting into more rural surrounding areas requires some planning. The actual charging process is simple and clean, with sockets behind an access panel on the front of the vehicle ready to accept plugs for the different power options. Pricing for the Soul EV models starts at $33,700, with the EV Plus coming in at $35,700. Federal taxpayers kick in a $7,500 subsidy to substantially reduce those numbers, though. The Kia Soul in gasoline form is a fun, feature-laden, practical, value-packed vehicle. In electric form, it's still fun and feature-laden, but the limitations of range and charging time and availability, combined with the substantially higher price before the tax subsidies, make it attractive only to a more specialized buyer. While the Soul's marketing aims the vehicle at the so-called youth market, buyers of any age can appreciate the virtues of fun, practicality, and value. So if you don't need all-wheel drive, don't overlook the Kia Soul in your search for a compact crossover.